how are you doing during this quarantine, this unprecedented time during your life?
I'm doing okay. I'm doing all right. I'm just ready for it to be over for real.
Oh man, I could do this all day. That's my specialty, staying out the way. You heard.
Now when it's like now when you forced to stay out the way, that's like different.
I feel you, especially when you got a project out that's attracting so much attention right now.
Yeah.
Let me just jump into it right now. I'm on Instagram Live with Kaniyah. I'm Sice Game DJ Freeez. I do the Saturday midnight mix from midnight to 2 a.m. And Kaniyah just dropped a project, the 8-track project called Love It or Hate It. And you dropped it on Monday, about what I say, like 6 days ago.
Yeah.
Was there like a logic with that, if anything?
Um,
You want to jump off
no,
the
I
deep with
mean
it?
I was already planning on dropping a project in April.
Mhm.
So, you know what I'm saying? Like before, like I was already planning to drop a project before like the pandemic and all of that stuff. But I had ended up adding a song at the last minute, which pushed my date back. So I had to just, allow the stores to just upload it whenever they,
So that
upload
record
it.
must have been really important to the project. What record was that?
Shining featuring Cabana.
I like that one.
Yeah, I
I
like
like
that
that one
one.
a lot too. So let's just jump into it. Why not? I really like the record construction of what we call it an EP, what we call it a mixtape album.
We call it an EP.
Okay, well, it's your introduction to the world, hate it or love it. I love the record construction of your EP. And the first track really introduced me to Kaniyah herself.
Yes.
So
Yes.
I heard, well, first I saw your YouTube with Ant DC and I saw your freestyle. So that's
Uh-huh.
my first time like being open to Kaniyah. Shout out Zeppelin. And I want to know, how would you describe your personal style versus your rapping style? Because that freestyle is way different than the style you have on your EP.
So honestly, the freestyle is kind of like me. That's like I really love like that old school rap nostalgia. One of my first singles that I ever dropped was a cover to "Flavor in Your Ear" by Craig Mack, and I
Yeah.
really kind of wanted to do that lane. Like that's like what I wanted, but of course, I felt like I just needed to kind of like try to balance it all out. So that's
Mhm.
why the project was kind of like I made sure that I kept the first record on the project me. And
Mhm.
then everything else is kind of like, just a mixture and a balance of everything that's going on and also me.
Facts. Shout out to everybody in the comments right now. If you take a deep dive on Miss Kaniyah, especially her YouTube, if you check out that Flavor in Your Ear music video, I saw your style, girl. I saw how you really embody, I suppose, the '90s style. It seems like you were born in the wrong era, girl. You really like,
I know.
yeah, you ripped that joint.
Thank
Bouncing
you.
on to your second single, well, your second record, which ended up being your first single for I Love It or Hate It, the Invest Freestyle. Fast forward to last month, I heard it on Malcolm X's 9 o'clock check-in. I was like, this girl
Yes.
got something. Who is she? What is it about? Can you tell me how that ended up happening, you and the collaboration between Big Flock?
Well, so I know him, I've known him for a very long time. And when he, came home, we kind of like reconnected and reached out and we already decided we were going to do something together.
Oh, yeah.
We just end up making that. And I feel like, I don't know, it just was like perfect.
Welcome home, Flock. I love the music video too. What was your idea behind embodying Missy Elliott's "The Rain"?
Yeah,
With
so
your
like,
music video.
so I don't know what it was, but like I just literally was thinking about her video and I just was like, this is kind of what I want to go for. And especially because I feel like coming from the DMV, I feel like a lot of us don't really tap into that whole like production when it comes to videos. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like that's like one of my favorite things to do. If anybody doesn't know, I direct all my own videos. I write my own treatments and everything. I
Oh,
style
that's
them. I do
right.
everything. So it's like I was like, okay, what is something that I would want to do, but will also be different for Fluff? And I was like, oh, let's get him some leather. Let's get him in a choker. Let's get me
You
in some
pull
leather
Floppy
and
some
let's do
leather.
it. I know we had to put him in a choker too. He was like, what is going on? But nah, like I just really like I love like I think that's one of like my favorite things to do is making music videos.
That's dope.
So yeah.
That's awesome. You mess with Kaniyah, you're gonna be taking risks apparently. Uh, so I see you're into fashion. You have a degree in fashion merchandising.
Yes.
Will we see that ever intersect with your music career?
Yeah, honestly right now I'm working on a clothing line that I'm about to drop. Hopefully when everything opens back up we can get like production back rolling because I had been started in the beginning of the year and then all the stuff happened which kind of slowed everything down. But also I kind of just want to push the envelope more. Like I want to start pulling pieces when I do these videos. Like I want to kind of really make it like a thing. I think Invest was like my first time really going into costume mode like for a video and like using like my brain and like fashion to actually like convey a message. So I think like moving forward, I think I'm gonna just go bigger and bigger with like my fashion ideas for videos.
So not only did you direct the video, write the treatment, but you also did the costume.
Yeah.
Like,
I did his costumes and I did mine.
nice. That's crazy. Yeah, I guess you're a whole package when it comes to the visual ideas. That's amazing.
Yeah.
And let's bounce to that third track that held up the project a little bit. Let's go to Shining with Cabana. I really like that record. I guess how did you link up with Cabana?
Well, I met Cabana through DJ Flow. That's his artist.
My guy, what's up,
And
Flo?
yeah, so basically, we always just hanging out one day and we were just in the studio. And I mean, he played me the record and I was like, oh, I like this. And I always felt like something was missing from the project because I had another song on the project, but then I took it off. So at that point, it was only 7 songs, but I still felt like incomplete. So I felt incomplete. And then after we did the record, I was just like, oh, okay, this is it. This is what
Balanced it out
I
well.
was waiting on. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, yes. It really balanced out the project really well. It talks about, I suppose, the development and shining and your confidence throughout the music industry.
Yeah.
So your rap records go back since 2018 to today.
Yes. Yes.
Is there any revelations that you picked up throughout these 2 years?
Yeah. I feel like, I grew with my sound. My voice definitely matured. Just basically finding who I wanted to be, as an artist. I feel like I've kind of like, just kind of did a whole 360 too as well. I think that I found a different lane for my artistry. So I feel like I've learned a lot, within these last 2 years.
Awesome, man. We'll keep growing, keep prospering. Let's get into the good records. Fuck That Shit interlude that just flips the whole project and takes a deep dive into Miss Kaniyah. Is Kaniyah your first name?
Yes.
These records make me feel like I know Kaniyah.
Yes.
So to segue into your personal life, is it hard translating your emotions into lyrics?
No. I literally make all of my records from like experience. Everything is very personal.
Awesome. Is there ever a time when you write these lyrics, is it about one person or is it like a combination of experiences?
So most of the time it's about a situation or a person. You know what I'm saying? I didn't think like when I wrote, I know we didn't get there yet, but when I wrote Long Time, at first it was about one person. But then, as life progresses and you go through more experiences and stuff like that, I realized that it was about a lot of people.
Yeah.
Like
it starts
it was
bleeding
about
out.
a lot.
It really starts bleeding out of your pores, and like I guess to make like a 3-verse well-balanced record, you just start confessing on a track. Is it ever like therapy to you when you start bleeding on a record like that?
Now I would say now, because at first for a very long time I couldn't even listen to it because I felt like it was so personal.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Well, I'm happy for you. I hope that person got to hear it too. They can't even hate on it. They can't. They can't. Let's jump into Indecisive. I've never heard a little dude sound like this before.
Everybody would say that.
Yeah, like, whoa. That ended up being my favorite record. Hint, hint. Music video, if you go get on your creative side. I love that record, Indecisive. It's actually the perfect balance for a radio record. You got rapping, singing collaboration, and I really like it. Is intuition ever a gift, or is it ever like a curse? I feel like the record was more about intuition more than anything.
Yeah. I feel like it's both. Because I'm the type of person, like, once I feel something, like, I'm a very, like, spiritual connected person. So it's like, if I feel something, I'm gonna act on it, you know? And then sometimes, or like, honestly, 98% of the time, it's true. And then you got that 2% where it's like, okay, maybe it's a maybe. Maybe that didn't happen, or maybe this isn't what's going on, but that's what's going on. Okay, listen. But then you end up losing a person.
Every time you go into somebody's phone looking for something, you're going to find it. Even if it's not the thing you were looking for, you're going to find something. Is that when you're wrong, you still could be right?
I was just about to say that. That's what I'm saying. It's like, I hate that. I hate that so much. That's why, honestly, I realized that I'm just going to stay single and just, I'm going to be married to the music. Because I cannot.
That's what it is. I mean, like, if that's where your love is, if that's where your concentration and focus is, and that's what fulfills you, that's pretty much like who you're going to be married to. It doesn't matter where or who you're going to be married to, but like, I guess it matters on what you're going to be married to. If this is where your heart is.
Yeah.
So with that being said, do you ever see yourself as a hot girl or a savage, or, you know, like within this relationship world?
Like, okay, rephrase the question.
Okay. So with you being single and not looking for a relationship, I guess, would you dive in to just going out having fun? Is that your type of person?
No. I'm like, oh my God, it's so hard. It's not even hard to explain. It's just that I just don't date. And people be like, girl, you are lying. I'm just not a dater. I feel like I'm a relationship type of person. And if it doesn't work out, I'm like, early on, if I see something wrong, I just disappear. So it's kind of like you kind of never get that chance to get to the relationship, but it's like, you know, I'm just
you're a relationship person, but you don't date. Shout out to DMV Daily. I had saw that you describe yourself like an egg. You're hard on the outside, soft on the inside. And you want to be married with kids by 26.
I do. I wish. I'm confusing.
I know. I wanted to trip you up in that question. I'm like, do you want to be a savage? Because that's what
old.
That's what invest sounds like. Oh, you say you're getting old?
No, I'm saying that is old. When I did that with DMV Daily, that is old.
Oh, that's when you were in a relationship.
I probably was. I don't know what was going on, but it's just like basically, honestly, it's just these people. Listen, it's just too much.
That's what Indecisive is all about.
I just rather be single. Unless you're gonna come in, listen. Unless you're gonna come in and love me from the jump, we ain't gonna be together.
Okay.
That's it.
Okay, so guys, you have to know what you want with some intentions. While she's indecisive until she figures out what she wants. You got till 26, okay?
That sounds so bad.
I'm serious. No, that's my favorite record off the EP, Indecisive with Lil Dude. If you guys haven't checked it out by now, go ahead, check it out. This is Miss Kaniyah right now on 939 WKYS's Instagram. I'm Sice Game DJ Freeez. Let's jump into track number 7. And I found it really interesting as I did a little deep dive on the background of this record. Want to Know featuring Boogie Boog. What's your relationship with Boogie Boog?
That's like my key producer. That's literally who I do all of my work with. We're kind of like really, really like best friends, basically.
Where'd you guys link up?
I met him. Was it a WKYS event? The summer event?
Oh, the summer event when there was a summer.
Yeah, I don't remember what exactly was going on, but it was outside. I think it was in Southeast.
Oh, I'm sure that was a block party.
Yeah, so I met him there, and then ever since then, we just been inseparable.
Well, I'm glad we could hook you guys up. Crank Shop has been making plenty of records for the area and around the area that the radio loves to play.
Yeah.
I can't hide from the fact that he's a hit maker.
Yes.
He's produced your whole EP.
Yes.
And I always had a question about this guy. What are his drops saying?
What what does his drop say?
Crank gon' keep us ride.
No.
What is it?
That's Clip gonna keep us rocking. He's responsible for I Got Ice.
Okay.
Crank is Welcome to the Mother Effing Crank Shop.
Welcome to the Mother Effing Crank Shop.
Yes.
Yeah. Yes. All right. So they're two different people.
Two different people, but they work together.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
So what's the studio session like with him? He sound like the way your engineering sounds, it's immaculate. Your voice placed onto these beats, it's not on top of the beats. It feels like it's right in the beat. Like it feels like it's ready.
Well, like a session for us, it's like, well, first of all, it's so funny because we are like, we kind of go back and forth a lot to ultimately decide on the same thing. Like, he could be saying one thing, I be saying one thing, but it's like we're saying the same thing, but we don't even know we're saying the same thing. He's like super talented, like, because of course he's an artist too, for people who doesn't know. But so he's like just really good with putting songs together. I think he's like a producer times 10. Like, it's crazy, but like definitely a session is like we get in, we go in. He like, how you feeling today? That's like one of the first questions he ever asks is, how you feeling? And I'd be like, I tell him how I feel, and he'll literally just make up a beat right off of that. And
that's
then
when an empath meets another empath.
Huh?
I said, this sounds like when one empath meets another empath.
Yeah.
Sometimes you guys don't even have to communicate much. You could just like absorb your energy. Sounds like you're the type of person to do that also. Yeah. That's a good collaboration right there. I'm loving the record. Want to Know featuring Boogie Boog, aka Crank Shop CEO. Yeah. Into your last record, Slums. Mm-hmm. Where are you from? And I want you to explain it to a person that's not from the area. I'm personally from New Jersey, 10 years ago. But I went to Bowie State University, and that's where I had to learn the whole DMV culture all at once. Yeah. Well, I'm from Trinidad. That is located in Northeast Washington, D.C. You know, it's like a rural area, you know. Super like, it's like really hard. I think it's very, what's the word that I'm looking for? Like, if I had to explain it, I think it would be very vulgar, the things that I would say. So it's kind of like, if you know, you know? Like, what, like, they would test you? Like, what are the tests to make sure? The environment, for sure. I think 100% more of the environment is the test. Like, the things that you see, you know, like the drug addicts, the drug dealers, like it's just so much, you know, growing up there. And it's kind of like you're kind of battling to get out. You know what I'm saying? And then, of course, anybody that knows, it's a very aggressive neighborhood, like from back in the day, you know, with the gangs and all of that type of stuff. So, like, that's why I just said, if you know, you know. It's a long, long history about, you know, Trinity. Yeah, Northeast, for real. Let's talk about that balance. And you all, you know, as I mentioned before, you described yourself as hard on the outside, soft on the inside. What is that balance like? We do have the slums of Northeast that hardened you up, that tested you plenty of times. What kept you approachable through all of that?
I think, just kind of wanting to be something. I've always just like, since I can remember, from all of the things I've experienced, I just always wanted to see something, like to be something and see something different. Like
Yeah.
I just always wanted out, if that makes sense.
Have
So
you
it's
gotten to
kind of
travel
like,
lately?
I've traveled a lot, but not lately.
Oh,
But no, I've
where?
been out of the country. I travel a lot.
That's dope. Out of all those places you've traveled, where can't you wait to hit a stage?
Hmm. I don't know if it's about to sound cliche though. LA.
Come on, palm trees, loving people, and it's a little DMV.
That's what I'm saying. It's a
Los
big
Angeles is
city.
little DMV.
Nah, but I would definitely love to perform in LA. Like so many things go on in LA.
Well,
But
that's
Atlanta
that's
too. Atlanta too. We're talking like music, Atlanta, LA, New York. Oh, it's child. Whew, it's a lot of
I hope you
places.
get those opportunities too, because once you, I guess, spread and plant a couple of seeds in Los Angeles and Atlanta, those are going to be some of the major cities that's going to help you bloom and help you grow outside of the DMV and grow uh, a broader fan base inside the industry.
Yeah.
And then you come back home and you bring the industry back home to the DMV,
Yes.
plant some more seeds, and have other artists come up. That's
Yeah, for
very
sure.
big. Uh, I have a random question, and this probably stems from watching all your YouTube videos,
Hmm.
but you can always give an answer that I'm not expecting. But if you could grow up in any era, which one would it be? And I'm talking about music era, political era, whatever. You know what I'm saying? It all includes.
Definitely the height of like Biggie and Tupac. Like probably I would say like if I could give a year, probably like 1992. But I would already
1992.
want to be like 25.
All right, you want to
1992.
be 25 in 1992.
Yeah.
All right. So that's when Chuck Brown's popping. Oh, you want to be in the DMV in 1992?
I probably would want
You want to
don't
be
kill
in
me
that
for
era?
this. Don't kill me for this, but I would want to be in New York.
You want to be in New York in 1992? You think you would make it out?
Yeah. Yes, I do.
You're going to be with the Biggies. You're going to be with the Wu-Tangs. You're going to have the black lipstick and
No, the fashion then was like amazing. Okay. Like
okay.
the fashion then was like
Absolutely.
crazy.
Absolutely. I want to know some of your influences amongst A-list celebrities.
Oh, of course, Beyonce. I
Yes.
love Beyonce. I've loved Beyonce since I could remember, since I was like a child. Like I love her so much. That's like one of my and it's like more of a like I just feel like she embodies so much peace and like
Mm.
graciousness that is just like it's bigger than music. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people kind of like I feel like if you like a lot of people act like they don't understand. They kind of try to make it something that's not where it's just that Beyonce is just really to me she just seems like such a beautiful person. She seems like she has a very beautiful spirit. So that's like been one of my inspirations literally forever. And then of
Jeez.
course Kanye West, Lady Gaga.
Oh yeah, Lady Gaga for real?
Yes.
What about Lady Gaga is inspirational to you?
I just feel like she made it okay to be yourself, or she made it okay for you to like, not care what anybody thinks. And I think, whenever anybody asks me who my inspirations are, I say Kanye for his like he's a lyricist and I think he's very intelligent. I say Beyonce for her spirit, and then I say Lady Gaga for her courage. And if you put them all together, that's just like
Miss
everything a
Kaniyah.
person needs. Yeah, like that's how I feel.
So, with that being said, would you rather be a fly on the wall while Kanye West, Lady Gaga, and Beyonce are making a record, and you just like pay attention and jot mental notes down, or are you gonna hop on that record?
Um, I would just say both, because I would want to learn a lot from them. I think being in the room with them would be like super. I don't know. I just think it would be really, really good, especially because I've been in rooms with artists and like like A-list artists, and just seeing how they create from what we hear, it's like crazy. Like how
Yeah.
they get in there and they do certain stuff, like just their mannerisms on how they handle creating their music.
Mm-hmm.
It's like you would have never thought that's how he did that.
Yeah, yeah. I
You
learned
know
a
what I'm
lot from
saying?
being in the studio with IDK.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a crazy process. People have a lot of hands-on activity and with their art. It literally
Yeah.
it literally feels like a blank canvas created into the craziest painting that you
Yeah.
never thought would happen at the end.
Yeah.
A lot of these artists do have a hand print on everything they do.
Yes.
What's your studio process like? You walk in, you see Crank Shop, he asks you how you're doing.
Honestly though, for me, it's so crazy because I literally record last. Like, and when I say by record last, I'm talking like we'll get in there, we'll talk, we'll make a beat, we'll like, we'll do the lyrics and like all of this whole stuff. And I still wouldn't record before I leave. Like I would probably record probably like 2 weeks later. Because I want to soak everything up. I want to make sure that I'm feeling it. I want to make sure that when I'm saying it, because like a lot of people don't understand. As writers, it's like, you're writing something, and of course it's about it's you, but you also have to just embody everything that you're saying. Because some certain parts you might not really feel, but you probably just put it in there. You know what I'm saying? Like just the finish. So it's like for me, I kind of like do all of that and then take it home and just soak it up and then probably record all of the records in one day. Whereas I've been working on the records for like 2 months. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah. I was watching your previous interview. Shout out Shay Parker. You made it seem like Love It or Hate It was just so effortless
Yeah.
compared to any other previous projects.
Yeah.
Yes, it does sound like an organic project. 8 records. Go ahead, check that out right now. It's all over everywhere. Go ahead, shout out your social medias.
All of my social medias are Miss Kaniyah, MISSKANIYAH, along with all of my musical platforms.
Yes, go check it out right now. Hey, Love It or Hate It, brand new, about 6 days old, 8 tracks. Comment your favorite record. Go ahead and comment on her Instagram your favorite records, which are your favorite records that you see her doing a music video to. When she comes to your city, which songs should she perform? Do you have an idea of which songs that you may have the most fun performing, by the way?
Honestly, just play it because it's me. So I feel like, I'd be into it.
Yeah. Are you a hands performer or are you a Megan Thee Stallion?
I'm like a body performance, but not like in a twerking sense. Like I'm like
You mix it up. You in the club. You grooving.
Yeah.
I can't wait. And I can't wait to see all your success bloom throughout these years, these next sessions. And I'm gonna hop over on the turntables in about 30 minutes, do the Saturday midnight mix, and I'm gonna run that Invest Freestyle featuring Big Flock and my new Before 2. Y'all go ahead, check out 939 WKYS. Saturday midnight mix with Sites Game DJ Freeez going into that new Before 2. I'm gonna be running that Invest Freestyle just for you, okay?
Thank you so much.
No doubt. It was a pleasure talking to you. Shout out Briciana.
Yay, bye.